What is the name? Hello. Hello. Good evening, guys. Hello. Okay, my name is Ambrose. There are many things I want to speak about. As you all know, my page is all about spirituality. Um, Sorry about the low light. I'm trying to change some lighting here. Um, yeah, let's begin. It all began. Um, some people will ask what is spirituality and how is it different from many religions. There are many different things as you can look from my page to talk about spirituality because spirituality it's not based grounded on these three reality that we all live in. It's kind of a subtle, like the concept as kind of subtle, something like telepathy, inner knowing that is intuition. It's something that you just know. It's something like something planted there in you. You just know without knowing how you know. That's what sometimes you might be channeling. There are people who have many system of channeling. For example, there are those who do automatic writing. Someone like Tesla could write a whole a whole idea on a paper according to what you have received from the channeling. There are those who channel some deities, some other figure. There are some who see spirits, who are able to see in that dimension using the mind. They are all the five players. Mm, all this begin for purpose. What we have been made common to think is that you are not part of the whole. Mm, Many of us as God. Yes, to some perspective, He is God because we are all God. He said Himself, if God said, see it, so who are you to think otherwise? That's what I say to convince Christian. If you say Jesus is God and you worship Him, and He said the kingdom of God is you, the children of God, the child of God is like God Himself. That's why He considered Himself nothing short of God. And then He added, you're not important. Why do you think you're important more than animals, plants? There's a really meaning, spiritual meaning about that, including you have to view it this way. Now I'll introduce some basic concept about quantum physics. Um, Quantum physics, everything is energy. What is energy? What is energy? It's something So it's not something physical, it's something that you just know it's there. What is consciousness? Consciousness, in my own description, I'll describe it as some sort of higher dimension of energy which is manifested on this 3D reality. By 3D reality, I mean every day-to-day life, what you see, what you can, I mean the physical, like whatever classical physics represent, yeah. Now, the, on its multidimensional part of it, I would say we focus more on quantum physics. Quantum physics, where a particle is able to be located at different places at the same time, particles which appear random, and you know all the laws of E equals mc squared. You cannot create energy, but you can, and you cannot. Where do this energy come from? You see, for us in the third dimension, we see something time as a linear concept. Like you are given a space, like let's meet tomorrow at say Peter in or Wimpy or whatever you a certain building or a certain location. What you've given it a location, that is the space that you'll be occupying tomorrow. And to break it, time it's a revolution. We measure time in terms of hours, 24 hours. Rotation, Earth rotation, one rotation upon its own axis. And a revolution is 365 days. That is around the sun. Really, there's nothing happening. There's no movement, just around in circle. But in the space continuum, we are moving, and that's where we are. Um, that's the concept. Basically, it's the concept of time, the concept that we have. But on a higher dimension, time doesn't really exist. You can exist in both future, present, and it's on a transcendent awareness of consciousness. Yeah, this is achieved by those people who have heightened awareness, like Baba Vangi, for example, and yeah, all the prophets that are able to channel something from the future, they have been able to tap at this field known as Akashic record. Yeah, this is knowledge of all. It consists everything in the future, the past, the present, yeah, in terms of information. Mm, the Vedas speak about it, the Hindus Vedas, like we have this mathematical genius, an Indian boy who somehow went to an English university. He was able to write many formulas. Some of them are predicting something like a black hole. Many years back, before it was invented, we have like Baba Wangi being able to predict many things. Yeah, let's talk about me. Okay, my name is Ambrose. I'm Mashira. I was born in a small village in Africa, that is Kenya. Mm, yeah, but it's a small village, so there wasn't much to do when I was born in the 90s. School, went to church, primarily like I'm normal regular village boy. But after everything started changing on my journey to spirituality started changing when I joined high school, that is seminary. That's mean a seminary like high school where you're being trained to go to the major seminary or something. Mm, and then delving into the breviary morning prayer recitation. We used to go to church 4 times a day. Every day, unless that is 1 hour mass every year by Friday. Then lunchtime before you go to lunch, you go to church. Evening sometimes you could do some rosary. Basically, it was a Catholic church, a Catholic high school. Mm, so you have to be baptized to be there. Luckily, I was a Catholic, so I didn't have to be forced to join anybody else's religion. My mom sometimes used to, was a catechist back in the village. So that's how I ended up. But nothing made sense reading the Bible. I saw like there's something which is missing here. Wait a minute, it didn't make sense. Like that guy who would ask a question like general curiosity, like why would a priest tell me the voice of God spoke to him and told him about something I didn't understand? Like how did he pass all those people to come to you? How did he pass the sun? And at the end of the day, the school is struggling with the budget. And how come that boys wasted a lot of energy to come here and not bring you some something like a stone or something, or a lake of fossil fuel up there in the sky, or something like the sun, which we have a sun of sun which material made of diamond. So, and we're still struggling here in school. How come my dad passed when I was 10 years old? And some questions that what the he said. It wasn't until I finished high school, joined college, things didn't work out because I didn't have scholarship. I didn't have scholarship to continue with my higher education properly, though I joined some accounting school. Okay. Mm, Concluding to that, okay, yes, I did manage to study. I will let it study work until finalists or something, but I didn't sit for the final exam because I had picked some interest in some event management job. So it happened in those Barcelona and Barcelona in the event like during the time of Corona, all those time previous I've been it's like I've been sleeping. I've never sat down to ask myself those deep questions like what are we doing here? Where does a person go when he is dead? Mm, um, Upon those questions, um, I hosted a guy who was having some problem with some brand, so he brought me some. Came to the house just like with its items, but there was some books there written. Some some Hindu guru, somebody has written them. They were about spiritual awakening. They were talking about Krishna, which is a version reincarnation of Jesus or something, or Buddha. Yeah, they're the same energy in terms of if you have to categorize them with the same energy. Spiritually, have the same vibration. But the thing is that the the books kind of made sense. They gave me many answers that I've been seeking for years. Then I stopped pursuing those after I understood also it's a busy life until somewhere before we were hit by Corona. And the event had stopped, and so I could hang out to a local like a jobless corner place where we used to sit and hang out in the evening. There was this guy who was termed as schizophrenic or what. He had a deep understanding about spirituality. I had like he had deep understanding to the some of the question everybody has, and he could give precise answers to what I was seeking answer. Little did I know the guy was channeling the energy of Jesus. All along I was seated with a channeler. Who was he channeling? Jesus. Don't ask me how, but if you understand the concept of channeling, you will understand what I'm talking about. It's like renting it's not like renting, it's like letting God speak through you to deliver a message to someone. So we stayed along there with channel message of Jesus. We were doing all sort of things like any street boy will do. I'm just talking about back in the city. We could chew some cut around there. Some would smoke. Okay. Outside of all types of normal city boys do as they hang out beside it was Corona time. There wasn't much things to do. Back to take you back when I was reading those books, I was having something like bad dream, sleep paralysis. So I used to pray. Inside the dream, there was a figure which was with a brilliant. It's not like body; it's like a light body who sat beside my bed. There was a chair there. It was those vivid dreams, and that energy was Jesus. And the next thing is that he told me that in what displayed like LED lights. That's I'm talking about a vision. Talking about your life begins here. I still remember that dream to date, and yeah, that's what it is. Then on relaxing, yeah, it was the same energy channeling to a stranger, and it's not one person. I could live on one person, the next, and I'm talking about is this is not hallucination or something. I don't know hallucination or I see one, but this was something really like the way you can talk to your mother, but understood in a different vibration. It's like you're having two conversations. It's not like when somebody is saying, "Give me three cigarettes, three, three, three sets of three packets of cigarette." There will be another form of communication that had rewired in my brain to understand those telepathic messages. Yeah. At some point, I got scared because I wasn't spiritual. So I had to call my brother. We sought some explanation of those. And later on, I came to understand they're called synchronicity. They were overwhelming. Like, it's like that part of my life was planned above time. Like, in short, that moment was supernatural. It was meant to awaken me to the made unreal, to make me question reality, how the impossible. So I sought some. I called my brother to sought some help from a medical practitioner, and I was level-headed all the time because I remember telling my brother like I need a psychiatrist to explain something that are happening in my life. Mm, one thing is like I would see people aura. That's like a dark cloud surrounding someone. Mm, would react differently around me. It's not me. Understand again, it's them. So I was scared. And there were some other deities who were trying to push me off the cliff. So I had to maneuver. In short, it was a different dimension and a combination of many things. And so after seeking help of National Hospital medical medical practitioners that nothing made sense because the protocol about them is just listen to God and you're scared to talk, not as scared as per se, you're scared. In short, they did not create a safe environment for me to speak up because there was everybody in a busy hospital. Needed somewhere like a psychiatrist where we can talk on a segregated, and so I wasn't able to open up. So I was given some medicine which was 50-50 to take them because I did take them, but I was on alert just in case anything had change in me. I would stop those medicine. Later on, I have something like insomnia, which they came about as a side effect of the drugs, I believe. Mm, okay, the topic of today it's when I was not helped in the hospital, I decided to enter inside to the researching all about our existence, our space in this place. So, with my heightened perception, I understand things. It's like my brain rewired. It was rewired in a different way that you could understand things that regular people wouldn't understand. You could grasp a concept, some concept which are considered taboo, and above all, it eliminated fear of what don't talk, don't question, like Christianity, you don't have to question God. In short, it was a taboo, but I started questioning those like forgetting everything everything that I've been taught and start afresh. I think there's nothing and start back afresh. So it those many revelation which I kept writing in short, they were delivered in terms of automatic writing. Another is clairvoyant. Some others are channeled messages. Mm, mm, Channel messages. Others were planned. Maybe in short, what were channeled? Like Tesla said, my mind. It's only a receiver. So I received the messages. They opened so many things, including crop circles, the real teaching of Jesus. What I think people don't understand about spirituality, many things about God, the nature of God. I'm not saying there's no God, but I've never said there's no God, but the form in which God is. First of all, let us begin there by form, which is shown to me that according to all religious beliefs, everyone is shown what he is able to understand according to his level of consciousness. Yeah, take it like a lesson. In class one, you cannot be presented with that is lower grade. You cannot be presented into university or tertiary level content. It will be so much. So the spirit, also known as universal consciousness, the all source God. And by the way, the word God, look at it, it's written in G, capital O, N D. At first you might see it's just a regular name, but English became the universal language, so we adopted the name God. But every culture have their own God of how they view God. But let's come to the word. Let's simplify it as generator of all diversities. Generator of all diversities. So that energy called God, it's which one generates all diversity. So let not a single thing, a single form of energy convince you and tell you that it is God, including the anyone, but all is God is generator of all diversities, and those diversity are like archetype, more like an actor given a role. Jesus was given a role just as an archetype, including any event that consciousness it's aware of itself. The universe is alive. Considering we have taken few billion years to evolve to what we are, imagine something that's been there forever. You can imagine the level of evolution that is taking, and it's big. It's big. It's infinite. This infinite energy that let existence of all be. If there are any other form or multifaceted form, I'm still learning, but at the moment, that is all I need. Reason it with Jesus, who said in the scripture that you are all God, not one, let no one particular someone tell you that is God, but it's all inclusive, everything. So that the problem about the basic understanding of Christianity that God is this deity or someone seated somewhere in a seat of throne in heaven. God is not that. Does that mean that person is not there? Yes, he is there. Is he powerful? Yes, it is powerful. Mhm. It is only a form of representation that could be understood of people of 2000 years ago. Again, it's like we are in a womb of this universal energy which we call God. Little by little, our consciousness is expanding like the source of our energy wanted to experience the universe in different diversity that creating human beings or the any life that you can imagine. Yeah. Anything you can imagine that's on earth, UFO, whether it's a million life, that consciousness out of nothingness. It is maybe from whichever way may be approached, but it is that, and you're not part of, you're not different part of that consciousness. It is in you. There's only consciousness, and there's nothing else. Once you're at a certain level of conscious evolution, like evolution, you will get to this nexus of creation. It's like mind of state or something, and you realize like these things will be revealed just like an intuition. How you know things, there's something missing. Just I was in high school. So basically, that's what we'll be speaking about. In case you forgive me, if there is any donor who can buy me some good laptop which have um, webcam, I would appreciate because at the moment I'm still traveling and I want to be a spiritual teacher. Open this vlog. I've been using AI, but there's something in voice which I will be communicating more of each and every day. I hope I'll get someone. All your views will make me be able to buy a bit of laptop or anything on not to be able to share some of this information that was channeled through me and welcoming people to the age of Aquarius. This is the age of information. For those who are here right now, you have a role to play. It's lifting to the next next vibration to get out of 3D. Look around. We're destroying about the way this reality was designed in third dimension reality, which is duality, where there's darkness and light. In short, all plurality, where there's a man, there's a woman, where there's a morning, there's an evening, and everything. In short, we have to be given. Without darkness, we wouldn't appreciate the light. It is a soul school. Art is a school where we come to learn. We learn from maybe history, if something bad have happened, but the archetype who chose to play that role, maybe say Hitler, maybe archetype Jesus, And this is in this setting. There were other settings like in heaven where three quarters were convinced by the famous angels or angel of light. Mm. But again, there was a revelation I was given like there's no time. Everything is happening now. Both are present, past, and the future is happening at the same time. So, how come the number of religious organization covers the three quarter, assuming we are the angels extended, that is extended to this reality just to play this play we are playing. The explosion of what happened in different dimension, different. But before you reincarnate, you have many have had many reincarnation to learn. And there's a thing, no one forces you to come here. You're the one who decide. Did I accomplish my mission? Then you come back. Mm. Because you are the one who decide what you want, so be careful of what you believe. The one who decide what you want, so be careful of what you believe in, because it will manifest right in front of you. Just in case, let me tell you, the being destroyed by the US, but if he destroyed your country or something, and you are an American citizen, and you are a soldier, you will be convinced to fight those people who are destroying, even actually bomb yourself. That's how our consciousness is. We are the product of what we are taught. So choose what you want to believe. It is served, which means a consciousness has a role to play. Group of people having memories of Mandela dying in prison and they remember their burial. We exist in different dimensions. If life post, I be able to share some of these channels. I hope to post zero judgment because we are in different level of consciousness. As Jesus himself said in the Bible, because you read it with a veil. It is for me, it is my role to drop that veil of I hope forgive me for the mistake